Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to do spider webs right. You know those really cool spider webs you pick up at any Halloween store or department store during the season? Well, a lot of times people don't really know how to install those. Today I'm going to show you the right way to do it. Alright, let's get started. Now these are the things that you're going to need. Spider web material, a stapler or a hammer and nails, and tent pegs. Now I made these tent pegs out of heavy gauge wire. These are very simple because all you're doing is driving them into the ground. Alright, let's get started. Alright, first thing you want to do is start pounding in some nails. Hopefully if you have a wooden fascia, this works better. You can also use hooks, but it's really hard to screw them in unless you have a drill to put some pilot holes in there first. Alright. Okay, now that we've got the first step, pop little nails all along the fascia there. You're going to want to get in there and separate out your spider web. Usually comes in a big lumpy rope like this, you know. This stuff will go a long way. The first thing you want to do is find the corner, the very first corner, and tie a knot in it. As you can see, I've already tied a knot in here, but I'll show you again. Okay, and get that good strong knot in there. And this stuff is really tough. Alright, and the first thing you want to do is you want to get this thing all the way around. So that's why you tie that big tough knot into it. And each time you come to a nail, you want to tie a knot into that area and then hang it over the nail, because you're going to want to stretch against that nail when you're done. So now if you need more nails, don't be afraid to put them all the way down. But I'm going to double back on it because I want the spider webs to look thick. Right now it doesn't look like much, but when we're done with it, it's going to look cool. Let's go ahead and get started with those tent pegs. Alright, now that we've got the basics done, now we need to make sure that we can still go to work in the morning. So I've got to open it up, but I'm also going to do something like, I don't even know how to describe it, maybe like dreadlocks maybe. Get pieces together and you start rubbing your hands together, and then it makes strands. you can see, it starts to really take shape when you do it that way. So you just keep on doing it until you start getting the shapes that you want. Because I mean, already this looks pretty cool, but you know, you kind of wanted to give it that really spooky, messy definition, you know. And all you gotta do is keep doing that, and then your web will start taking some really cool shapes and just look really creepy. And as you can see, these holes in here, they just look terrific, you know. I love them that way. So just keep doing that until you start getting the shapes out, and then next thing you know, you got yourself a really cool Halloween spider web. All right. So as you can see, the spiderweb really takes on like a really cool shape. Now it's kind of checkerboardish, I guess, but when you get really big, you can actually do that same technique and get that nice orb shape or whatever. But it turns out pretty cool like this. I think I'm gonna loosen some of it up, and we'll set up the props and stuff and see how it looks. Alright, let's go ahead and see how this looks from different angles. No spiderweb setup is complete without some creepy spiders. You put them where people are gonna see them, you know? Well, that's pretty much it. It's a simple tutorial. All you gotta do is follow some simple rules about this web stuff. You gotta keep it really, really tight. Don't just drape it over like furniture or a bush, because it just looks like a bunch of cotton balls hanging over top of your bush or whatever. You gotta really stretch it out. You gotta mess with it. You gotta kind of like trimming the tree, you know what I'm saying? You get a Christmas tree, you don't just throw it in the corner and start decorating it. You got to remove some of the limbs, and you got to remove some of the little branches and stuff to make it just right. Same goes for the Halloween spiderweb. You gotta mess with it to get it to look right. And you know, and my technique is just the way I do it. There's all kinds of ways you can do it, and I'm sure that there's people out there with some really, really good methods for making this stuff look great. I personally really like this method because it covers a lot of area and it looks really cool, especially when you start getting the spooky lights on and things like that. So anyways, alright guys, it's been a lot of fun. Happy Halloween, and go out there and make some things happen. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Thanks.